Also, Saskatchewan live at the Legislative, and we are heading down to the streets. And
I think Glenn wants to go.
Glenn wants to go. Okay. Thank you for coming out. Thank you very much for coming out.
Good cause. Okay, you guys joined in with these guys?
Yes. I've been out here. This is my third time this summer, or since COVID hit.
Okay.
And I've been up to Saskatoon and rallied there. Tomorrow I'm going to Humboldt.
So you got people going with you?
Only the ones that want to, like it's whoever has the schedule.
Okay.
So I'm
Right,
going to talk to this gentleman.
Okay.
I will share it.
Thank you.
So
Thank
you.
you.
Make it shareable.
I will make it. It's public. It's public, so you can just share it.
Or if the cherry-ring monetary system, where you can't buy or sell, which is all part of it.
And hi there. COVID-19 is not an emergency. I agree with you. Do you have anything else that you would like to tell our audience today?
I don't know what else I can say except that it's a farce. If it's so dangerous, where are these mountains of corpses that have died? Even on a worldwide scale, when you're talking in terms of 8 billion people, okay, there's a few million have maybe died, but more people are dying of starvation than are dying of COVID.
So the
Why
measures.
isn't starvation a pandemic?
I agree. So the extreme measures being taken in Saskatchewan here, how do you feel about those?
Well, it's totally ludicrous. What, 24, 25 out of 1 million? My odds of winning the lottery are better than that.
Okay. And what about the state of emergency that was called when there was like 16 cases and no deaths?
Well, my question is, where's the emergency?
I was wondering the same
How many people
thing.
have cancer? Is that a pandemic? Well, it is, but they're not calling it that.
Right.
Your chances of dying from cancer are greater than dying from COVID.
What about the people in the nursing homes where they locked in from like March until I think July? They were starting to be able to go visit outside, and it's what you're very fortunate. You aren't in a home, but how would you feel if you weren't allowed to see your family?
I know what it's all about. I have 3 older brothers and sisters that were in homes. You can't go and see them.
Right.
It's criminals get treated better than that. They're in solitary confinement.
They are. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
Well, my dad's one of those people that's locked in a home. He was locked in the Pasco Hospital with access to no one, 0 visitors, with a broken hip, and then he's been moved to a home now, and it's still only my sister and I that can see him. The rest of our families don't count. I guess his other children don't matter. They're not allowed to see him.
Right.
So
And that's
it's just wrong. That's all I
and
can
and
say.
who got to choose? How did you and your sister get on the list and nobody else?
I think it has to do with one. They asked me specifically the one day when I went there, am I the power of attorney? So my sister was chosen by default by power of attorney because he had a stroke and he is not in the decision-making phase.
Right.
So myself, being the other person closest to him here, chose it to be me as the second person. So the family chose that.
Right.
Well, my sister lives in British Columbia, so obviously she's not going to be seeing him on a regular basis. But if she does come here, I'm not sure that she would be allowed to see him.
Right, right. And what's that doing
Which
to
is
him?
ludicrous as well.
What's that doing to him? Do you know my
He's
dad?
a shell of a man.
My dad has dementia, so I'm worried. I'm worried that when I finally do get to see him, he probably won't even know who the hell I am.
This is true.
You know, like this is wrong. This is wrong on every level. Thank you very much. Hello there. Hi. I'm good.
No, I saw you guys today on Martine's video. She put a video together.
I did a
Or
video.
you did a video.
I did the video yesterday.
And so
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought it
with
was
So
really
Saskatchewan.
good, but I want to encourage you to go inside.
I wanted
The
to go in.
building.
I wanted to go inside.
It's public space. They can't kick you out because it's on a private organization.
Right.
As long as you're in the foyer, you can hang out inside. It's warmer.
Yeah, but people can't see us
No,
outside.
but people come to see the art.
Ah, yeah.
But you're right. The drive-by you don't get. But the drive-by we're
Hey
gonna
there.
Get, we're gonna freeze. It's gonna get cold. So let's think of places to go. Warm up.
Right.
And you're artists when you're there. They're not protests. You're performance.
Ah.
It's an art gallery.
Okay. I have a question for you. Do you have anybody in your family in a nursing home? No.
Oh God, I would never put one in my family.
Well,
The way things are going is terrible.
the way things are going, it is terrible. When we put Dad in the nursing home, it was for his own good, we thought, and we had no idea that they would hold him hostage like this.
Oh, this is beyond. This is methodically evil.
Absolutely. That's
It's
why
so
they're doing it to our
comfortable.
seniors, because they're the ones that hold our history, and that's the surest way to stop the majority of our young people from
And
knowing about it.
If you're old and
Yes.
retired, you're no longer utility. You're no longer equity.
Yeah.
Right.
In analytical terms, you are a parasite. See,
Right.
we have no measurement of elderly wisdom and care and love. Once you're retired or dementia and whatnot,
Anybody over 60.
everyone over 60, you're done. You should die. So Brave New World, Aldous Huxley, take the pill. They want to make sure you die. And before you die, they want to put you on pills so that they make money.
Yes.
Also, it affects
Yeah.
their memory. It affects their
affects their
memory.
memory,
yeah.
Remember, same with people like
So,
me, for
okay,
disabled people.
so
we're
let me
looking at
just share one thing, and then I'm going to head over there. We got to think of ourselves as pigs for slaughter. We are what's called standing reserve, human population. Corporations and people of many power realize that we're not getting injected with vaccines as much as we used to. They're realizing we're waking up, and we are their dividend. We're their cattle. They want to make sure that we're corralled and we want to be tagged and looked after and analyzed for more specific and more positive engineering aspects. So we're no better than pigs.
Well,
or cattle.
we've been socially engineered from day
That's right.
one,
And a
right?
friend of mine said it started with seatbelts. When they
Well,
started getting worried about seatbelts and the smoking laws, when the public health stepped in and made things, oh, that's unhealthy, they were conditioning us then.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's
Attacking all the health
exactly
food
because we
stores
used to have
and
fun
things
flying,
like that, you know,
smoking,
and taking away our
and
rights
drinking,
and calling
we
all
did
these
things.
things
Well,
bad for us.
Freedom.
I think this is a multi
Can't stand it.
this is a multi-purpose virus,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and they're attacking us on multi levels, and that's why we have to
Yeah.
be prepared to respond
So
in kind.
our
Right.
worst enemy is health. Our worst enemy is the word health.
Our-
Safety.
Do you know
The
what?
worst enemy is health.
What gave the health authorities the authority to tell us what to do with our bodies. They want to rule our bodies. They think that our bodies belong to them.
Well,
And
not
that
just
we
for
have
them,
no
but for
thought.
the fascist idea of public good.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yes.
see, it's the
all for the
idea of
state.
public
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's for the community. It's for greater community. And Nazi Germany did the same thing. We had to get rid of Jews because they're parasitical and they're antithetical towards the goodness of our German roots, our German Gerstand.
Well,
Yeah, come together.
it.
as
No,
one
I'm not
cause.
lying. This is
one,
true.
One cause.
We have to. They want to get rid of
a
parasites.
sick cause usually.
And then anyone who's a dissenter will be corralled one day and put into concentration camps.
So that would be
Yeah.
us.
That would be us.
They will take us.
Well, and they're setting up the isolation camps right now.
Yes, and they even said that it will be for COVID-related
Yeah,
issues or
COVID for
unruly
public
citizens.
safety.
Yeah.
Ah, there
They're
we
gonna look at
go.
us for public safety.
Yes, they are.
So let's get. Are we gonna get out there?
We're going to get out there. So we've got more people out on the street that I'm going to be talking to. I'm really happy with the turnout today. I'm really happy with the turnout today. Freedom for all. And this is going on across the country. We've got people in Vancouver. We've got people in Toronto. People are just tired of this, the tyrannical measures that's being taken by our governments and by the health authorities, the World Health Organization. Everybody is suffering from this. Hi. Thank you. And so my part of this is what it's doing to our family. And it's just ripping us apart because people don't understand and they don't want to know. They don't want to have their bubble broken. As long as it doesn't affect them, just leave me alone with it. And that's unfortunate. So that's why I'm out here today. And it's cold and it's windy, but the cause, I'm fighting for the freedom of my grandkids and my great-grandkids, because you know what? They deserve better than this. Hi. The world will not be destroyed by those doing evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. I so agree with you. My body, my choice. Your body, your choice. Stop the tyranny. Stop the narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've got people on both sides of the streets. Regina, way to go. I haven't seen you out like this in a long time. We're going to go around talking to some of these people.
You gotta push the button each time. Then it gives you the work guard across.
You are being conditioned. And do you have anything to say to that?
Well, I say, well, I think this is 100% true. we're being conditioned. The school system is conditioning us to watch the news and believe the news. I was told by my teachers in elementary school that I have to watch the news, and they didn't tell me that everything I hear on the news is fake, and most of it is. So
I agree.
have to say.
I agree.
yeah.
Hi there.
Hi! How are you?
I'm great. How are you
freezing
doing?
your butt off?
I am freezing my butt off,
Yeah.
but you know what?
It's
I
all
was
worth it.
I was out here 2 years ago on it was 32 below. There was only 2 of us, but I was out there. Oh yeah.
Good for you.
And that was when they started closing down our pipelines and our
Oh, yeah.
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 The measures that this government
Well,
is
and
taking.
you know, my husband's job relies on pipelines.
Yeah.
And if we're not making the steel, or if he's not making the steel to build the pipes, he has no job.
Exactly.
So how many IPSCO employees are going to be
Do you have
off?
any family in a nursing home?
Yes, we have a father-in-law. I have a father-in-law.
And how are the measures?
They're strict. They're even getting stricter now. And my husband and his sister are the only 2 that are allowed to visit him now. They're allowed 45 minutes, and then they're kicked out. They have to make an appointment to see him. He's dying. He's dying of loneliness.
And what do you feel about his rights? I
He
mean,
has none. He can't go anywhere as soon as they let him out. If we can take him out anywhere, 2 weeks. Then he has to quarantine again. So he just wants to die.
see, we weren't even allowed to take my dad out. And I'm finding as I'm talking to people, different nursing homes have different measures. Now, if this is supposed to be unified, like there seems to be no rhyme nor reason as to how the nursing homes are making their decisions.
I think everyone makes their own. When we first put him in a nursing home, their restrictions were nothing.
Yeah.
So it was great. And then slowly they started restricting things, and then more, and then more, and then more. Finally, my husband's so fed up. He's angry. He's so angry.
And that's why I was doing the protest yesterday in front of
Was I talking to you on Facebook yesterday?
Oh, probably.
Cindy?
No, it's Brenda.
No, my name's Cindy.
Your name's Cindy.
Are you going to Humboldt tomorrow?
I am going to Humboldt
Yes.
tomorrow.
Me too.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah. If you want to know more about the nursing home, my husband's sitting over there at the legislator with my Uncle John.
Oh, I was talking to him.
Yes.
I've interviewed them
Good.
just a little bit.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's pissed.
So am I.
Yeah.
So am I. I just keep following the same people. No, I got to talk to the people on the other corner.
Cold out, but it's worth it.
It is. You know what? It's getting warm. I feel like I'm getting warmer just talking to people.
Yeah, it is once you walk around.
Once you walk around, and it is great to see that there's more than just me out there.
There's more people out here than last week. Well, last week was Thanksgiving too. I think that's probably why.
Yeah. Well, I live an hour and a half out of town,
Oh,
so
yeah. Oh, yeah, nice.
yeah.
Whereabouts is that?
Leveros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Can I see this? Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, nice to see you again.
Hey, we gotta go across.
Do you have anything to say about, do you have any family in a nursing home?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thankful for that.
All right. Do you have grandparents?
No, unfortunately, they're not alive. But I do have my parents. So my daughter has her grandparents who are retired right now.
And how would they feel if they weren't allowed to see their grandkids or see their family?
They would lose their mind. They would absolutely lose their mind. They see my daughter every day because I've pulled her out of school, so she could go online to the schooling because of the craziness that's going on in the schools. It is not safe for kids to wear masks 8 hours a day. It's not safe for them to even wear it for an hour a day.
I agree. I agree.
CO2 levels rise within a minute and a half to a dangerous zone to the point where there's headaches, dizziness, you name it.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
I totally agree. The measures being taken these days is, it doesn't even make sense.
No.
If this COVID disease was so deadly, and this was, the worst pandemic in the world, where is the biohazard bins for these masks?
Yes, exactly. You see them all over the ground. I'm not touching that mask. If it's that deadly, why would I touch it and pick it up?
Yeah.
Like, if it was that deadly of a virus, why would these big corporations like Walmart, Superstore say, oh, in 2 weeks we'll make it mandatory masks? That doesn't even make sense. People need to use their flippin' brains.
Do you know what? I don't think you can legislate common sense anymore.
No, people are so brainwashed. And we are the conspiracy freaks, the crazy nut jobs, because we're looking outside the news and outside the media.
Yeah.
That's what people have to do.
No more. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm waiting for it to actually happen.
Do you have anything to say?
Well, I'm here for a reason. I think these lockdowns are not good and they're destroying the economy. Plus, masks are dangerous to children, and I don't think masks should be on children.
And do you have any family in a nursing home?
I have friends in a nursing home.
And what's these lockdown measures doing to them? How has it affected them?
Well, they're not happy. They're going into depression. They can't see their family and friends. I know of one particular incident. They can only have 2 family members throughout the whole year.
Right.
So out of 5 people, they can only pick 2.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
And how did they get to choose those 2? Who gets to, like?
I have no idea.
And do you think that the families that are being chosen, how's that affecting them?
Exactly.
It's causing a lot of problems in my house or in my family. So the world will not be destroyed. Yes, yes, yes. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I agree. I agree.
Wasn't sure which one to support today.
Oh, well. And do you have anything that you would like to say? I'm live on Facebook.
I can say it all until someone's got me live on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
Right? People need to get out and stand up for freedom because the second lockdown is coming and it is not going to be as nice as the first one.
Okay. Do you have any family in a nursing home?
My grandfather, yes, is in a home in Cold Lake, Alberta, and as of right now, only 2 of my aunts are allowed in to see him. They have to be masked, they have to have temperature checks at the door, they have to go through a big questionnaire, and the rest of us aren't allowed to go.
And how's it affecting
Obviously, he's sad, like the rest of all of our seniors are, not being able to talk to their family and friends, which is completely insane. You're basically keeping them like prisoners there, which is against their will and completely unfair. So that's just one of the many tragedies happening right now.
That's a big one.
It is a huge one.
That's what I'm here because my dad was he's in a nursing home, and yes, only actually for 4 months nobody was allowed to visit him. You know, isn't that's just where are their rights? I mean, he worked hard in his day.
Ask them what they want.
Exactly,
The
exactly,
worst part
and
is they pay to be there. Like they don't get to live there for free, so they're paying to be treated like prisoners in their own home.
yeah,
Which is exactly what's going to happen to the rest of us. In the second lockdown, is we're going to be paying to be prisoners in our own home.
right.
And I see all these people on Facebook talking about the second wave coming, the second lockdown, talking about all these restrictions and all these different cities across Canada being locked down. But like, where are they? Today's supposed to be the biggest rally day in Canadian history, and where is Saskatchewan is what I want to know. Because I know BC and I know Ontario is out today, but I don't know. Everyone else is kind of disappointing a little bit. So you can sit on Facebook all day long, but it's not going to get anyone's attention.
Okay, I've got somebody. Kathy Hart wants to bring on camera. Okay. I can't get this thing to work now. I don't know how to do this. I'm sorry. I just don't know how to do this. Brenda, I'm trying to reach you and I can't bring anybody on camera. I'm sorry. So I know Adrian is going to be joining us soon. And all right. Okay, we will talk to Adrian when she gets here. We'll join this again in about 20 minutes or so. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day, everybody.
How are we gonna love these other people?
Agreed. Agreed.